Ready to see our Ayesha doll?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's so beautiful. I love how she's so pretty.
She is so pretty. That was the reaction of Ayesha Qureshi's daughter, reacting to the first prototype of her company's first hijab doll. Qureshi is the owner of Cultured Cuties. It's a brand that was born out of love and necessity. So, of course, you know, she's joining us right now in the studio to talk more about her company's mission and products. Ayesha, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So, how did Cultured Cuties come to be?
So it's kind of funny. I have a background in marketing, and so I'm used to like looking for opportunities for clients. And my daughter started school, and I noticed when she started school, she started like to have a lot more questions about like ethnicity and appearances, and she would ask me if like she and I had the same skin tone, and like do we look alike. And then she had a little girl who was just always kind of like saying like, oh, my blonde hair is so pretty, and she would ask me, is my darker hair pretty? And I would say everyone's beautiful. And so I just started looking for like dolls kind of that represented like our culture, other cultures, and I just noticed a big gap in the market. And so just using my experience researching things, figuring things out, I thought, this is something that's needed. Let's just make it happen.
Yeah, so. And for you and I know when I was growing up, you can't find dolls always that look like you, and it's important for us to have that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I remember thinking like blonde hair and blue eyes is just gorgeous, and it is, but so are brown eyes and brown hair. And so I really love, you know, today it's just so important and so much easier to kind of get the message out of inclusion and representation. And if one kid feels represented by these dolls, I feel like I've done my job.
Yeah, and to be clear, Ayesha is not the first doll. There were others that we are now transitioning into these little cuties, but here's the prototype, correct?
Yes.
And that's the one that she touched and loved. And
yeah, definitely. So we started actually as magnet dolls, and then we decided to go into the plush arena after we placed in one pitch competition, and then we placed in another one for Michigan Women Forward, which is an organization I recommend to all Michigan female entrepreneurs. And so we were able to use those funds to put towards a plush doll prototype, and now we've been able to work towards producing our Muslim boy doll, our African American boy and girl dolls. So those three are in the process of being produced, and we're taking pre-orders for Ayesha right now.
That is very exciting. So to include boy dolls, though, which is wonderful, are you seeing that boys are enjoying toys that look like them too?
Well, so here's the funny thing. When I was doing my market research, I was actually like blown away that there is demand and need for boy dolls.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even like I have a little boy also, and there's really not a ton of like boy dolls out there. You know, you get like your typical action figures and army guys and that sort of thing, but just like a little guy to like hug and hold. And, you know, just like my daughter loves these kind of things, so does my son. So yeah, so I realized that's an opportunity as well, and it's something that little boys need. And yeah.
So before you go, for those at home who see this and are like, I want that doll, or I want the others, Jaden, Aaliyah, and I want to always say Malcolm. Muhammad, yes. How can they get in touch with you? How can they get on the list? All that.
Yeah, totally. So we're actually doing a giveaway. They can go to our website, culturedcuties.com, and how to enter is super obvious and right up front. And then if you want to order her, you can, of course, order, and you can pre-order the other dolls now as well.
Okay.
And yeah, and then if any female entrepreneurs have questions about Michigan Women Forward or anything, I'm always happy to help with that as well.
Okay.
So,
and people can find you. You have a website and on social media.
Yep, we are on Instagram and on TikTok, Cultured Cuties Dolls. And our website, again, culturedcuties.com.
All right. Ayesha, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.